So I was actually bullied a lot, and I grew up with Jay. He was my next door neighbor. He was a janitor of some place. I honestly can't remember where he was working at the time. I just knew he was the janitor. You know what? He was the janitor of my high school. God forbid I forget that. So anyways, one day I dress up like the shower curtain for the Halloween dance. I slime like a tub and I have the curtain over me so you can't really see. So I'm bullied a lot. They weren't a gang, but they fucking acted like one because they all took karate from this one fucking dude called Snake Sky. That was their clan or whatever the fuck they wanted to call themselves. So one day when we were doing that fucking costume party at the high school, like I did a prank on these guys and then they chased me and I had to take the fucking costume off because it was weighing me down. And I jumped over the fence, but I wasn't quick enough. They got a hole in my ass. They all just took turns kicking my ass. And then I thought when they were about to do their final strike on me, all of a sudden Jay silently, sneakily hops over the fucking fence, takes down all those fucking dudes, offers to teach me karate to get back at them, but in an honorable way. So long story short, I ended up winning a international championship karate tournament. All thanks to Jay.
So my piercing career kind of started by accident. I used to go hang out at a friend's shop all the time and just hang out and smoke and chill and, you know, the usual stuff. And one day he told me something like, hey, you know, you should start piercing. You need a piercer. Why don't you start piercing? And I was just like, yeah, do whatever. Sure. You know, yeah, I got you, you know. And then the very next day I was hanging out again and he was like, hey, there's a girl in there. She wants to get her belly button pierced. Why don't you go do it? I told you you've never done it before, but you were going to start. So I was like, really? You really want me to do this? So I think I watched like a YouTube video or something to go see what to do. And I went in there and told her, okay, I don't know what I'm like, you know, you're in my hands. Like, we'll try this or whatever. So I did it. And I remember I did it. I put it in upside down, the jewelry. And I was all proud of it. I was like, look how good it looks. It's dope. And she was like, I think it goes the other way, right? And I was like, oh, that's the way they go. It's just like that. After I took like some anatomy classes, started, you know, going around other piercers, learning what to do. And yeah, it was cool. That was the start of it though. That's how I fell into it. It was just by accident. Before that, I was truck driving.
A good quality with Jay, I think it makes you laugh.
Or he can make you cry. Depends on how kind of jokes he's into. He's good people, bro. He's always willing to lend a hand, you know.
At the time, me and Bale were already friends. I used to get tattooed by him and stuff. And I think we used to work out together every morning and stuff. So he told me like, hey, you know, our shop, he had someone there that was leaving. And he was like, you know, why don't you just come join? Come do this. So we shut down our shop and I ended up going over there. And then that's when I started with Por Vida. Por Vida wasn't known for having piercings and stuff. I mean, there was someone that had been there, but he didn't really, you know, hang long. Bill used to tell me about being consistent, being on time, always being there for your clients, making sure they're taken care of. They wanted to know that that you're there. And that's basically what made the clientele build. Like, you know, being consistent, being regular with it, not falling off or anything.
So I have to do the timeline like this. We've been here for 3 years. I was on Central for over 10 years. And previous to that, I was in Rio Rancho for almost 4 years. So that long ago. He started with us in Rio Rancho, you know, probably about the second year we're in Rio Rancho. So me and him are close in here at work and out of work. And through the fraternity, we're brothers, you know. So
So it's a square and compass with the sun in the middle. And what it is, you might like be familiar, but it's a Freemason symbol. Make good men better. So when I first joined, at the time I was going through some legal issues early on. When I first got interested, and I always felt like I was a good guy just doing bad things. You know, I had a good intent behind certain things, but I was doing bad things, you know. And that really struck it with me. I caught my ear, you know, make good men better. So how can I make myself better? How can I be a better person overall? Whether it was in my relationship or in my, you know, family or whatever the case was, I just knew I had to be better. And that's really helped me with that. I feel it. I can see it. It was so special to me that I wanted to share it with somebody. And I think that's how I remember Bill was kind of curious as to what was going on, and I invited him to go. And then he joined shortly after. So now we're both Master Masons, you know, both brothers in the fraternity.
And I think that through their Masonic education, they've learned a lot, and I've seen a lot of changes. And then personally, the way they view the world and the way they view their duties in the world and what they have to participate in, and a little more appreciation of what they do in life counts.
It actually got me into the fraternity that I'm currently in. That, you know, I cherish and value it a lot. You know, he's actually the one that brought me into it. But yeah, I mean, just that. He's funny, bro. He's a funny cat. You know, he likes to joke. He likes to get under people's skin. I know that, motherfucker.
I was on my way to work, the shop one day. I get a call from Nasha, and she's all, "Hey, you're not planning on leaving the shop, right?" I go, "No, I didn't said that." She's all, "I just came in, and some of the guys were saying that, but I know you would have told me, but you're not leaving, right?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm not leaving." So I came in, and Bill was like, "Hey, I heard you leaving." I was like, "No, I'm not leaving." Helm's all, "I heard you're leaving." I'm like, "No, I'm not leaving." Josh was all, "So you're leaving us?" So it was like, oh my God, who the fuck said all this? So I go, like, asking everyone, and they're like, "That's what they're saying downstairs." And I go, "Oh, then why do you say I was leaving?" And then he goes, "I didn't say anything. That's just what Julio said." And I'm like, "Julio, why did you say I was leaving?" He goes, "That's just what Jay said." And I was like, "There you fucking go." And then I told Jay about it. I was all, "You got all these guys saying how that I'm leaving." He's like, "You see how fast that spread? It spread like wildfire."
He's definitely an instigator, but I'm glad he is, because he doesn't care too much about what other people think about him. Like, he doesn't really get affected by anything, really, or at least he doesn't show that he does. I don't think he's had a lot of apprentices before, and like for me being one of his first apprentices, like he's doing a great job. He's very patient with me. He's very informative. Jay's amazing. He's a great mentor. He's a great dad as well. He loves his daughter very much. His daughters are actually one of his main priorities in life. He always makes sure she's good. She always gets what she wants, not in a spoiled way, but more so like in a father-daughter way, like how you should, you know?
Do I like coming to work with my dad sometimes? Yes, and in fact, I love it just so I can come and say hi to the co-workers. Like, whenever something happens, everybody is here for, like, each other. You get to come, like, the person right there, like, if they're scared or something, you get to comfort them. Then one girl almost fainted, and I had to get her water, but I comforted her after, because she was scared to death. She was really scared. Albuquerque is like the one where you like sit in with another, and you can go give them a compliment, like, because it's such a small town, but you always get love from another. Even if they don't know you, you always get love.
I don't think anyone really understands what gem this is under here, unless they've seen it. People that have visited have got it, they could see it. But my favorite thing is everyone I get to work with every day. I mean, you get to hang out with your friends all day, making a living, bring your family around your other, you know, it's just beautiful. It's really fun. It's something really cool. I think it's not something everyone gets to experience. Most people just go to work,